Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Charlie. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious Neapolitan cheesecake from scratch. Now, this is very similar to the Neapolitan ice cream, except that it's a cheesecake. We flavor the cheesecake batter. We have vanilla, we have chocolate, and we have strawberry. And we layer that into a springform pan with the graham cracker crust inside of it. We bake it in the oven. And after the cheesecake is baked and cooled, we top it with a sweet homemade whipped cream. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your homemade Neapolitan cheesecake. You'll need 4 8-ounce packages, and along with that, you will need some all-purpose flour, sugar, salt, whole milk at room temperature, heavy whipping cream. You will also need some sour cream at room temperature, unsalted butter, large eggs at room temperature. Here I have 1.5 ounces in weight of strawberries. You will also need some graham crackers, unsweetened cocoa powder, vanilla extract, strawberry extract, dark chocolate extract, and some red no taste gel paste, and you will also need some confectioner sugar. And for your tools, you will need a small food processor, a whisk. You will also need a disposable piping bag with the tip cut off, along with a coupler and a Wilton No. 1M tip. You will need some Baker's Joy and a 9-inch round springform pan. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. We're going to get started with making our graham cracker crust. Add 13 whole graham crackers right on in there. Blend this for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Add 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, 6 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Pulse this for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Alright, that looks good. Spray the bottom of your springform pan with the Baker's Joy non-stick baking spray. Add your prepared graham cracker crumbs into the springform pan. Take your hands and press the graham cracker crumbs down into the springform pan. Take your fingers and gently bring up the graham cracker crumbs up the sides of the springform pan. Now it is ready to be baked. Place this into a preheated 375 degree oven on the middle rack. Bake this for 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, it's been about 5 to 7 minutes now for our graham cracker crust. Let's go ahead and remove this out of the oven. Let this cool completely. So in a small food processor, add 2 ounces in weight of your fresh or frozen strawberries thawed right on in there. Blend this for 30 seconds. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's get started with the preparation of our cheesecake batter. Add 4 8-ounce packages of cream cheese at room temperature, and to that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sour cream at room temperature and 4 large eggs. Take a sturdy spoon and stir all the ingredients together. Okay, that looks good. We're going to take a whisk and stir this vigorously until the mixture is creamy and smooth with no visible lumps. Scrape down the sides of your bowl. Add a 1/2 cup of whole milk at room temperature, 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream at room temperature, 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to take my whisk and gently stir all the ingredients together until combined. I'm going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of that vanilla instant pudding right on in there and stir all the ingredients together until combined. And we're going to bring in bowl 2. Add 2 tablespoons of pureed strawberry right on in there, 1 teaspoon of strawberry extract, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of the red gel paste or liquid food coloring. And I'm just going to swirl that into the batter. Stir all your ingredients together until combined. For our chocolate cheesecake batter, add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder right on in there and 1 teaspoon of our dark chocolate extract. Take a whisk and stir all the ingredients together until combined. Scrape down the sides of your bowl, and from there our vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate cheesecake batters are now ready. Alright, let's get started with adding our cheesecake batters into our springform pan. We're going to add the batters in there. Add your prepared chocolate cheesecake batter into your springform pan. Now it could be any batter. It could be the vanilla or the strawberry or the chocolate first. It doesn't really matter. Place this into the broiler part of your oven, or you can place it at the top rack of your oven, and you're going to let this sit in here for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until there's a skin on top of the cheesecake. And we're going to remove the cheesecake from the oven broiler. Now, as you can see here, there's a skin on top. You can either tap it with your finger, or you could just visually see that there's a skin on top of there. Pour your prepared strawberry flavored cheesecake batter on top of the chocolate cheesecake batter. You're going to gently shake your springform pan. You're going to place this into the broiler part of your oven, and you're going to let it sit in there for about 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, it's been about 1 to 2 minutes now. Let's go ahead and remove this out of the broiler part of our oven. Next, you're going to pour your vanilla flavored cheesecake batter on top of the strawberry cheesecake batter as evenly as possible. Now, to make the batter more even, you're just going to tap the sides of the springform pan. So we're going to take our springform pan and we're going to place it onto this 11 by 17 inch baking pan. Place this into a preheated 300-degree oven. Bake this for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Alright, it's been about 1 hour and 10 minutes now for our cheesecake. Let's go ahead and remove this out of the oven. Let this cool for about 2 to 3 hours before removing it out of the springform pan. Let's remove the cheesecake from the springform pan. So we're just going to open that latch up, lift up the sides of the springform pan off of the cheesecake. Next, we're going to take a sheet of parchment paper and we're just going to place that directly on top of the cheesecake. I'm going to take a plastic lid and place it on top, and from there I'm going to flip the cheesecake over upside down onto the plastic lid. Alright, here we have a serving plate, or you could use a pizza pan. Carefully pull the parchment paper from off of the cheesecake, and there we go. Place this into your refrigerator for about 3 to 4 hours or overnight. You're going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and to that I'm going to add 1/4 cup of confectioner sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cake batter extract, and a light sprinkle of salt. I'm going to start my mixer on a low speed just to get that confectioner sugar, cream, vanilla, and extracts incorporated, and mix this on high speed. Alright, as you can see, that whipped cream is nice and thick. Add your prepared whipped cream into the disposable piping bag. Next, you're going to carefully pipe the whipped cream onto the edge of the cheesecake. Next, we're going to pipe a small amount of the whipped cream onto the middle of the cheesecake. And from there, our cheesecake is done. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Homemade Neapolitan cheesecake made from scratch by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. Go to www.charliecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Can't wait. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Yeah. Oh man, the flavor of this cheesecake is wonderful. The cheesecake is very soft, and it combines the flavors of the vanilla, the strawberry, and the chocolate. Oh man, this is absolutely amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.